So, I wanted to get the Razorleaf, which means getting the Secret Outpost mission, which means finding a spacer location and shaking down some spacers until the Secret Outpost mission data pad drops. So this location is a spacer location, and those be spacers. And now we have the mission. So we're going to go on over to the Secret Outpost and acquire the Razorleaf. And over there is my ship that would be sitting at the Secret Outpost. Coming to wingman me. Going in for a landing.
So you can get the hell out, or we'll kill you. The lair of the Mantis is ours.
I always like watching them land. Let's go take a look at that ship. Yeah, I really like these arachnids. This was my favorite build for a long time. So there ought to be 4 spacers down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's never anything in that box. I always got to go run and look though, but it's always trash. I mean, it's like the arc welder, which is just pure junk. I've never seen that thing work to any kind of do any kind of damage. But anyway, I've already run all this, so I'm just going back and commenting on this. I'm going to just run in and run out. I'm not going to record the clearing the lair. Basically, I did run into a problem though, and it's the first time I ran into that problem in the Secret Outpost, Mantis lair. And the problem is when you go in and you've got to step on the letters to spell out Tyrannus. I didn't step on the letters. I just shot out all of the laser turrets and then walked across. But in shooting out the laser turrets, it appears that the button that opens the door got destroyed, and it was not there. So I could not actually go in by pushing the button once I had crossed over all the numbers, and I had to go into I had to turn collision mode off and walk through the door to get to the other side. And then when I went in to the lair on the other side, it literally just started falling apart on me. The flooring was falling out. It was missing some walls. So apparently it had not spawned correctly from the door not opening. I didn't actually. That implies that there's a sort of a teleport action that actually connects you to the instance, but the objects are still there. I was able to move over to the mannequin and get the armor set. I was able to move over to the dodecahedral container and loot it, and I was able to move over to the ship control to make the ship go ahead and elevate to the surface. But the walls and the floors were all kind of disappearing and separated in a way that indicated that it was broken there. Now I'm building the ship here in 10 times speed because otherwise it would be a really long video, and I just need to be able to watch it and how where I'm starting and what pieces I use and where I stack them, and I can tell all of that watching it at this speed pretty easy. I think if you're not me and you're trying to figure out how to build the ship, if this is moving too fast for you, you can always slow it down, on YouTube, tell it to reduce the speed. This is 10 times speed, but you probably can, make it run half speed and see it a little better. But after I finish building it, when I turn it into a white paint job so that you can get a good contrast between the parts and the blue background, I always do that so that I can see the indexing of those parts better, so that it's not all shadowed out. I can see the parts and where they're connected and so forth. So I do slow it down at the end of normal speed to take a look around at it, where you can see how that is. But I think most people would be able to probably watch this at this speed and still figure out how I'm putting this together if you wanted to duplicate it. It's pretty close to the same as the dagger that I just built, except that I put a 2x3 lounge hab in the rear, and then I moved the reactor up front in front of the cockpit. So I put the grab drive under the cockpit and then put the reactor there under the cockpit, and basically everything else is all the same. After I finished this, I did a walkthrough on it, and it had a ladder in there because I'd put a companionway in line with one of the habs. The companionway was leading towards the bathroom, and I didn't snap to that when I was doing it, but when I walked in and I saw it, I said, oh yeah, well. So I put the four-way glass see-through walkway in the hole that's there on the port side behind the cockpit, and because that way you've got some light, and then it allows you to make a traversable hab there that won't pop a ladder. And then I use the same module in replacement of the companionway, the custom companionway that I've got that's punching a ladder in on the starboard side. And I'll show that video here after I show the whiteout version. See, there's the one on the port side, and now there's the one on the starboard side. And that prevents ladders, but it makes the it gives you kind of like a conservatory, a light room where you've actually, there's not very many windows. There's like 2 windows on this ship, so it gives you some visibility of the outside other than the cockpit. And the cockpit's got all kinds of visibility, so it's not really necessary. But on the lower deck, you definitely need that, or you wind up with a ladder. Okay, I'm going to walk through and I'm going to do a little bit of decorating here, but after I get this mannequin done, I'm going to switch to 5 times speed so that you can get an idea of what the layout looks like and what it looks like with some decor, and but it not take all day to get through it. So basically, I do a real quick look around to see, make sure there's not any ladders or anything weird, and everything seems to be all right. And then I circle back and I drop some furniture real quick, give it a little bit of the layout that I want, make it a little bit more cozy. Put in some chairs, put in some fake guard mannequins. Get him some gear on. Build some wall hanger guns. The codes for all of that stuff is up there on IGN's console code website for Starfield. But you can also, if you open up the console prompt, type in help, one of the keywords for what you're looking for, space 4, and it'll give you a strong lookup on that word and probably surface what you're looking for. I can usually recognize the number and what it would be. You usually would be looking for a miscellaneous item. In some cases, it might be an OMOD. Maybe some wall hangers. Several of those weapons are purchased from the mysterious captain. I like that coda. The coda was junk until you go in and give it some actual damage increase. Put a scope on it. You can put the same scope on it as it fits the 2311, that 87-532 will fit on there, just like fits the Star Shard and the 2311, and it makes it so much nicer. Make it burst fire and give it some damage stats. Give it an increase in magazine size and rapid, and it turns out to be a really, really nice arm to have. It's sort of hard to get a rug to fit down into here. Trying to get it to snap and fit and be straight, not all cockamamie. The rugs that I think is the best visual fit for it is a little bit twisted. That rug's just a little bit twisted, so it makes it hard to get it lined up, and then it doesn't quite fit, so there's some clipping. I wind up giving up and deciding it doesn't need a rug right now. Sometimes I get one in there though. Move that down a little bit. Let's go for a ride.
us what we want, or we're gonna blow you into vacuum and every year.
Go for the kill!
I don't usually see those land. It's sparking, so it's going to be civilians. You're going to want water or ship parts or something. Just let it sit there for a day or two, universe time, and it'll be abandoned. You can just walk in and go take it. Yeah, I kind of like the way it looks. Not bad looking. Fly this for a while.